No way.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh, wow.
Okay, if you're just joining us, everybody, it's time to reveal our surprise celebrity guest. Let me just give you the question here. Let me just take out my long scroll. My right knee makes a popping sound when I do stretches or bendy exercises. I think my left knee feels left out. So how do I pop it? Is the question from OG this week. Your clues were burn, fitness expert, and doctor. Please welcome best-selling author, fitness and health expert, Dr. Ian Smith.
Dr. Ian Smith.
What's up, Dr. Smith? Yo.
I knew it. I knew it was him.
How are you?
From the fountain of youth.
How you doing?
Hi, Dr. Ian.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Great smile. A great shot, too.
Yeah.
Okay, OG wants to pop her knees. Take it away, OG.
No, I don't want to pop my... Hi, Dr. Ian. I knew it was you when I said, is it my bestie that's coming on? So good to see you, Dr. Ian. I really don't want to pop my knee, but my right knee does pop. You know what I mean? Like sometimes if I'm like working out or just walking, it doesn't hurt, but I was just wondering why the right one pops and the left one doesn't. And if it's the same as my knuckle, like the knuckles cracking, is it the gas thing in it?
Yes, it's very common, by the way. It could be synovial fluid that's causing the popping. It doesn't mean necessarily that there's a problem, and you definitely don't want your other knee to pop just because this one pops.
Thank you.
I don't.
You have to hurt yourself. So let it stay where it is, trust me.
Well, Dr. Ian, should we be worried? Because mine pop all the time, like right now. See,
Ooh.
I just did
Yeah.
it.
My
I can,
gosh.
I can
That
make
wasn't
them
a
pop
pop.
at
Yeah.
any
That was a-
point.
They heard that
Yes.
on 40 seconds.
Is that problematic?
Well, you know, sometimes it is. I mean, you always should go see a knee
They don't
specialist.
hurt.
Well, always see a knee specialist, make sure there's nothing anatomically wrong.
Okay.
And they'll do an exam and maybe some imaging studies. But in most cases, I got to tell you guys, there's nothing wrong anatomically. It's something that happens. It's usually your synovial fluid inside of your joint and soft tissues just popping.
Synovial fluid.
I know, right?
Synovial
He's
fluid.
so smart. He says it like I know what that is.
What is
you know
synovial?
it is.
Is that just a little extra something, water? What is that? What's the synovial?
You want to get the
It's
synovial
saliva.
fluid moving around your joints.
Is
That's
that
why
a
it's important
precursor,
to warm
though?
up before you like go do a big race or a big anything. You want to
Got
warm
it.
up so that it's.
Is that a precursor
Absolutely.
to other problems, though, if you've got fluid building up?
You know, it's not really fluid. It's synovial fluid. It's not fluid. It's not fluid from inflammation. It's just synovial fluid is what lines your joint. So our joints come together like this. We need fluid in there so that we don't go bone on bone or cartilage on cartilage.
Oh, okay.
So it's normal to have synovium, but sometimes people have less, more. But it's typically not a precursor to something bad happening.
We're all trying to
Now
pop
we're all
our-
doing it. OG, you're right. My left one
You're
popped and my
popping.
right one didn't. Doctor, let me ask you a question because don't laugh at anyone. I have restless leg syndrome. So let me ask you a question. When I sleep at night, what is causing restless leg syndrome, and how do I get rid of it? Am I ever gonna be able to get rid of it? Is this a different segment?
Yeah, it's a whole different segment actually, because you gotta get into the granularity of it. But for most people, it's typically innocuous. It typically doesn't go away, but you know, we can do a whole segment because people are at home are interested in what is restless
But just do
leg
me a favor.
syndrome.
Tell these guys it's a real thing.
It's a very real thing for a lot of people, a lot more than you think.
We
So
believe
we'll do a whole
him.
segment on
Yeah,
restless
we
leg.
believe
Yeah,
you.
no,
No,
I
we
raised mine
believe
for
him.
it.
He just asks anyone with ears.
Right.
I know.
If they can
So
tell
true.
him.
No, we believe
what
you, Dan.
this is.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
You mind? I don't know if I have a hernia. How do I know if I have a hernia?
Oh,
Because
wow.
I thought I did, and then I realized that
You
I
have
was
to
just
do
crossing.
work for that to happen.
Well, I was crossing my legs a lot, and I wear really tight pants, so it was pushing up the boys a little bit. But I think I had to check, and now I had to have my wife come over
Oh my
and
gosh.
check if I had a hernia because I'm like, is this a tendon or is this a hernia?
How did she check?
Well, that's why she's pregnant now. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, but I was worried because it's a really serious thing. So how do you know if you have a hernia?
Yes. So typically, most people by themselves don't know if they have a hernia. It requires actually a physical exam from someone who knows how to feel what a hernia is. But if you're having pain, if you're having discoloration, maybe in your inguinal or your groin area, or maybe even in your scrotum, if you're feeling in your scrotum a mass that's typically not there, and your wife may know better, then it may be a sign you have some kind of herniation.
Or if you have synovial fluid there.
Right.
But let me ask you.
Thank you.
You have this prop with you, so I do have to ask about it. Because, by the way, beautiful kitchen.
I know.
But you've written your 20th book, Bell.
Wow.
20th
Bell,
book.
where's the bell?
20th.
Many bells. 20 bells. 20 bells.
Burn. Okay, 20 books. I don't know how you have the time, but what's this one about?
I know, Dr.
This
Ian.
one is my biggest and boldest diet plan. It's a 9-week program. Every week on the program is extremely different. It's a lot of fun. It's regular, tasty, healthy food, tons of recipes, Each day is spelled out for you. The average weight loss, I do online challenges. The average weight loss before we published the book was 15 to 17 pounds in 9 weeks. And I have to tell people right now, if you want to join the challenge, it's so easy, it's free. Go to Facebook, search Fast Burn Challenge, or go to my Instagram page at Dr. Ian Smith, spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith. But let me tell you something, guys. It's a lot of fun. It's easy. Everyone who's done this plan so far, and they love it that it's easy. And it's regular food. Some days you're gonna have
what do you mean by regular food? Because I saw like lemon water. I mean, what do you mean by regular food?
No. You're gonna have you're gonna have eggs. You're gonna have steak. You're gonna have pasta. You're gonna have pizza, salad. If you're vegan, vegetarian, carnivore, pescatarian, it doesn't matter because every day has tons of options. And the recipes in the book are great. There's pork chops. There are all kinds of the pancakes. It's just a wonderful, easy book to follow, and people get a lot of results.
Okay.
I love this conversation. The entire time, underneath it says, Dr. Ian Smith answers whether or not Audrey should pop her left knee if her right knee pops on its own.
That is the busiest
This intelligent conversation.
Oh, now it goes away.
I know.
By the way, I'm obsessed with your other book, so I can't wait to read this one because the recipes are always super clear. Couldn't let you go without talking about you being the host of The Doctors, by the way.
Yes, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
So,
yeah, you know,
go ahead.
It's been an interesting season, given COVID and everything that's going on, and I took the gig because I really wanted to be able to talk about the things that are really afflicting the country. I felt like last year, the media wasn't out front with credible information about COVID and the vaccinations, and so I saw this as an opportunity to really talk to the country and diversify the voices that we hear on the screen, and we hear it's important for diversity, not just in other parts of society, but also in medical information and experts on TV.
I mean, do you do anything else? Do you have time for anything else?
He does. And actually, you play
Well,
golf.
I write novels.
You
does.
play
I
golf.
play golf.
Oh my goodness.
Who's a better golfer, you or George Stephanopoulos?
Ooh.
Dr. Ian
George
is.
is a
He's
nice guy. George is a nice guy.
I will
leave
I
it
will
there.
challenge you the next time, okay, to a game.
Of golf?
Okay, listen,
You play
Mini golf.
I'll be
golf,
there in a
Steve?
couple weeks. I'll be there in a couple weeks.
Along the mini golf courses at Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Yeah. The windmill.
That's where I'll be. I'll see you there, all right? We'll go
I
putt-putt.
have never heard of
I'll
Dan
take you a
playing
nice game of
golf.
putt-putt. Dr. Ian Smith, thank you for making the time for us this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Ian.
Thanks, guys.
Dr. Ian.
On my challenge.
Okay.
Oh, we will.
We will.
But you never
Okay.
know what you're going to get when you come here. You think you're answering one question,
I
then you start
know.
talking
He's
about
like
hernias.
knee popping.
Rant.
Thank
Good
you.
sport,
Playing
too.
golf.
That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yes, I'll see you on the
He
putt-putt.
is so smart, though.